Thank you very much. It's so good to be with you. I'm thrilled, I'm honored. I was up on this stage a couple of times myself, and I know how wonderful it feels. And I know I share with everyone up here the joy of this day and this special day that honors Rockville, the continuity of our government, and the beautiful presence that Rockville has in our county and in our state. You've been enjoying the Richard Montgomery High School Jazz Ensemble, led by Dr. Perry, who's the instrumental music director at RMHS, where he conducts the chamber, concert, and pit orchestras, as well as the symphonic, concert, and marching bands. Now, if you are able, please stand as the Rockville Police Honor Guard presents the colors, then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, our national anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, and the invocation. The Color Guard was formed by former Police Chief Terry Treshik in 1997. This is a select group of volunteer officers who represent the City Police Department at local functions such as Montgomery College graduations, inaugurations, public safety awards, police academy graduations, and most importantly, represents the Rockville Police as they pay tribute to fallen officers at their memorial services. And now, the Rockville City Police Honor Guard will present the colors. Please join the Rockville Girl Scout Troop 33181 for the Pledge of Allegiance. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The national anthem will be sung by Khadija Jaye. Khadija Jaye is a senior at Northwood High School and part of the Montgomery County Squared program, where she will receive her high school diploma and an associate degree in computer science from Montgomery College in the spring. In addition to her academics, she loves performance and theater and has most recently been seen as Velma Kelly in Northwood's production of Chicago. Earlier this year, Ms. Jaya competed in the 2023 NAACP Act So competition, where she represented Montgomery County at the national competition and closing ceremony in Boston. Khadija Jaye.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now, Michaela Warfield and Phoebe Warfield from Rockville High School will come to the stage and sing, "Lift Every Voice and Sing." Great. Okay. I am now going to introduce an old and dear friend, emphasis on the dear, and a friend to all of the city. I'm sure many of you know her. The Reverend Jane Wood is an icon of Rockville. Reverend Wood represents the 5th generation of her family to reside in Rockville. She is a retired United Methodist clergy. Reverend Wood.
O holy and sovereign one, our Alpha and our Omega, grant wisdom, discernment, and knowledge to the newly elected mayor and council of Rockville. By your grace, enable them to move on the path of inclusivity. In your all-sufficient name we pray. Amen.
We have some elected officials and dignitaries joining us this afternoon. I have a list. I hope it's complete. Forgive me if it's not, but I'll ask you to stand if it's not, and we'll recognize you in a moment. Oh, please be seated, yes. They didn't put that in the script. It's not my fault. I don't get to sit down, so I... We have someone representing our Congressman Jamie Raskin's office. Joseph Young, are you here, Joseph? Okay, thank you for being here. We also have 2 representatives from the our state legislative district 17, our representatives. We have State Senator Cheryl Kagan. Cheryl. And newly appointed delegate Ryan Spiegel. And representing the Montgomery County Council, Evan Glass, who was a president of the council. A colleague from across the Shady Grove Road border, Mayor of Gaithersburg, Judd Ashman. Hi, Judd. Oh, thank you. Well, a dear friend that I would have missed, and I'm sorry to hear that. Also from the Montgomery County Council, Andrew Friedson from District 1. Where are you, Andrew? Thank you. Thank you. We have some former electeds. I know what that's like. Former Mayor Steve Van Grack. I think we know why Steve's here today. Former council member Beryl Feinberg is here. And former council member Mark Bershela is here. There you are. Okay. Oh, okay. The mayor's doing a lot of work here on this. I appreciate it. We also have from the Montgomery County Council, Sydney Katz, our mayor, our council member. Okay. Former council member from the city of Rockville, Bob Wright. Rockville Police Chief Victor Brito is here. Okay. Now there might be a couple of Rockville Deputy Chief Andrew Powell. We also have Circuit Court Judge Louis M. Leibowitz. Okay, I just want to make sure I've gotten everybody. Mayor, do I have everybody? Okay. Apparently I don't have everybody, but Monique knows. Okay. Max Wee, our Montgomery County Sheriff, Max. And former Rockville City Council member Virginia Onley is here. Okay, is there anybody else that either I or Monique missed? Okay. Thank you all for being here and honoring us and brightening this day. Some of you may be surprised to learn that Rockville has been a place on the map since the 1750s. It was selected as the seat of Montgomery County government in a famous year, 1776, and became an independent municipality in 1860. Whatever were the voters of Rockville, 66 free white males, thinking when they petitioned the Maryland General Assembly to incorporate the village of Rockville? How did they expect that this change in legal status from a settlement within rural Montgomery County to a separate political entity would change their lives? We believe that by 1860, Rockville's 365 residents, 1860, 365 residents in the whole city, identified closely with the place where they lived and worked. Those voters and our first 3 town commissioners had ideas of what Rockville could be and do, separate from the county. Certainly, this vision included better streets and services, more responsiveness to citizens, local control over finances, and decisions about future growth. Our first 3 town commissioners were a carpenter who worshiped at St. Mary's, a farmer who also practiced law, and a shopkeeper. All 3 men owned slaves, although the shopkeeper had given his up before his wife would marry him. You may applaud. One was a local secessionist leader. Another was a unionist who was captured by Jeb Stuart when he came to town. The third passed away the year after his term was up. So, for 28 years after incorporation, our town was governed by commissioners for Rockville. In 1888, a new charter changed the official name of the corporation as well as the title of our elected officials to the Mayor and Council of Rockville. One public official who bridged that change was Edward E. Stonestreet, who served as a commissioner from 1882 to 1888, and on the very first mayor and council from 1888 to 1890. Dr. Stonestreet practiced medicine here for 51 years, caring for anyone who called upon him, regardless of who they were or whether they could pay. Citizenship was as important to the doctor as his medical service to the community. How the decision to incorporate played out over the following 159 years is the history of Rockville's government. How we evolved from a sleepy county seat to Maryland's 4th largest city, with services and facilities and abundant green space and opportunities for involvement that few small cities can claim. Over the years, the makeup of our mayor and council has changed. For nearly a century, Rockville was governed by white males. Racial segregation was the practice in Maryland, and most wives ran the household while some of their husbands ran for office. Those times began to change in 1968 when Rupert Curry was elected as our first black councilman. 4 years later, the first woman was elected to the council, Jean Horneck. With one exception, every Rockville mayor since 1995 has been a woman. We are proud to welcome the first Black and Latina mayor to the city of Rockville. For the next... This is a great day. For the next 4 years, we are fortunate to be represented by a diverse group of intelligent, talented, dedicated, and compassionate individuals. This is the most diverse mayor and council the city has ever had. Each one brings different experiences and perspectives to the job. This mayor and council will be responsible for listening to those who live, work, and play here, for maintaining our traditions, developing fresh initiatives, and directing city staff for the good of our splendid city. The common denominator remains their commitment to our community. And we who elect them continue to expect great things. We wish them wisdom, good health, patience, and Godspeed. So let's continue to make history and move on to the important business of today, swearing in the 67th Mayor and Council of Rockville. On this occasion of the 67th Mayor and Council's inauguration, we welcome Mayor-elect Monique Ashton, who is here today to be sworn in for her first term in office as mayor. Please come forward, Ms. Ashton, along with Karen Bichelle, who will come to the podium to swear in the mayor-elect.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Monique Ashton,
I, Monique Ashton,
do solemnly swear
that
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of Mayor of Rockville
Mayor of Rockville,
according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
Congratulations. So you're going to just sign right here. No address is needed. And then I'm going to sign right here.
That's a big book.
It is a big book. And it'll be kept in the archives for hundreds of years. Thank you. That's right, she did tell me that. I'm so sorry. So you need to sign that. And then when you do the next ones, after you swear in the others. Can I take that now? Later. Yeah. I'll take that. There you go. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Okay, I can do that, yeah, all right. Well, I'm here. Thank you, Madam Clerk, and congratulations to our newly sworn-in mayor. I will turn the next part of the program over to Mayor Ashton.
All right, so one at a time, I'm going to call up the members of our new council to the stage, and I also invite your families. We'll start with Councilmember Kate Fulton.
I, Kate Fulton,
Do affirm
do affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of council member
of council member
of the city of Rockville,
of the city of Rockville,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
Congratulations, Councilmember Kate Fulton. Next, we welcome Adam Van Grack. Oh, sorry, it's out of order on this list here. 1 second. We'll go to Barry Jackson. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Barry Jackson. Barry, will you repeat after me?
I will.
I, Barry Jackson,
Barry Jackson,
do affirm
do affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of council member
execute the office of council member
of the city of Rockville
of the city of Rockville
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
Congratulations, Barry. Congratulations, Barry Jackson, council member, city of Rockville. Call up Dr. David Miles. Please repeat after me, Dr. Miles. I, David Miles,
I, David Miles,
do affirm
do affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of council member
execute the office of council members
of the City of Rockville
of the City of Rockville,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
Congratulations, Councilmember Dr. Miles. Do we have? Checking to see which family members are here. All right, so I welcome Azola Shaw. Please repeat after me. I, Azola Shaw,
I, Isola Shaw,
do affirm
do affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
and I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently
diligently
and faithfully,
without
partiality or prejudice,
partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of council member
execute the office of council member
of the City of Rockville
of the City of Rockville
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
Congratulations, Councilmember Azola Shaw. I welcome to the stage an area Marissa Valeri. Please repeat after me. I, Marissa Valeri,
I, Marissa Valeri,
do affirm
do affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently
diligently
and faithfully,
and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of council member
execute the office of council
of
member
the City of Rockville
of the City of Rockville
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of the state.
Congratulations, Councilmember Valeri.
I don't know how to work pens.
And we welcome Adam Van Grack.
We got a big group.
All right, we'll make some space here. Sounds good. All right. Put one hand, other hand. Repeat after me. I, Adam Van Grack,
I, Adam Van Grack,
do affirm
do affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the Constitution
and laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of councilmember
execute the office of councilman
of the city of Rockville
of the city of Rockville,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is my favorite part. I won't wait till everybody sits down. Ladies and gentlemen, the new mayor and council of Rockville. Bravo. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome former Mayor Bridget Donnell Newton to the stage to introduce our new mayor.
Thank you, and congratulations again to council members Fulton, Jackson, Miles, Shaw, Valeri, and Van Grack. And thank you. I hope folks have shared with you that this is just not a Monday night gig. At times, it'll be 24/7. And I received a lot of advice when I was elected council member in 2009. The one that has stuck with me the most is that you stand to run and you sit to serve. You are now an elected official, and by sitting together to learn, to share a meal, to work through the sausage making of policy together, you will lead our city. Facts matter. That's the tagline for my go-to radio station for traffic, weather, and news of the day. WTOP knows, with all the blarney out there, we need someone to do the deep dive, to ask the questions and get the facts. That person is our mayor, Mayor Monique LaRock Ashton. You saw what she was doing up here today. She multitasks like nobody I know. A graduate of NYU and George Washington University, Mayor Ashton holds a master's degree in public health, and her expertise was instrumental in helping our city manage the pandemic, which dominated most of our term. With her knowledge of our schools and the work in nursing homes, she helped set up food distribution areas for students and families, delivered PPE that was generously sent to us from our sister city, Ilan, Taiwan, to frontline workers, caregivers, anyone who needed it. Serving as liaison to both the city's Environment Commission and Rockville Housing Enterprises, Mayor Ashton has led on efforts to increase the number of electric vehicles in the city fleet, encouraged a stronger commitment to our climate action plan, increased the requirement for MPDUs in our city to 15% citywide, and is working with me to support a coalition of housing experts to bring much-needed housing that's affordable to the metro-accessible Stone Street corridor. Mayor Ashton drilled down into each budget, followed up on key questions, and made sure that our commitment to our community was equally shared across neighborhoods. She tracked the Maryvale splash pad, supported our local businesses, and shared with staff and the council the challenges they were facing. She was usually the first to respond to emails from staff and us, and came prepared every day to work, whether it was as easy as welcoming new businesses or as challenging as pedestrian safety and crime. As president of the Montgomery chapter of the Maryland Municipal League, Monique led the resolution of a 20-plus year effort to have the county reimburse municipalities for the services that we provide to our residents. It's known as tax duplication. Rockville received a little over $2 million in FY24 and will receive $8 million in FY25 and beyond. Thank you again. What sets Mayor Ashton apart, sorry, I keep going to Gaithersburg, is her ability to work with everyone. She listens to hear. Her compassion for helping those who need a leg up drives her decision-making. Her understanding of the responsibility that governments have for equity and inclusion has helped our city of Rockville become one of the top cities to live, work, and raise a family. I'm honestly not sure how she does it all, and I've often said Monique must not sleep. As a wife and a mother, a vice president in a national firm, a neighbor and a colleague, Monique is the one who's done her homework, discusses issues with respect and a smile, and is tenacious in her love of Rockville. George, Andrew, and Sydney, thank you for all you've shouldered while your wife, mother, has accepted this challenge. Thank you for your patience when she's taking a call while driving you home from school or to practice or on vacations. Thank you for your understanding of the endless meetings and the long nights. Your mother, your wife, is making our city a better place for everyone. Friends, it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce the City of Rockville's first mayor of color, the first mayor of a 7-person council, and my good friend, Mayor Ashman. Thank you. Oh, that's you. See, I'm doing it again. Thank you.
You guys are a beautiful crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, friends, and fellow residents. Hello, Rockville. Buenas tardes a todos, and Shawu Hao. I hope my son says that's okay, how I said that. My son and daughter, the Mandarin experts in my household. Today I stand before you as the 67th newly elected mayor of the city of Rockville, and I am beyond humbled and deeply grateful for the faith you have bestowed upon me to continue to serve on this council. I am in awe of our council members newly elected, as well as the one I've served with. Distinguished guest, I'm glad that Mayor Hoffman has gone through all the names because I don't have to fumble through that here. But what I can say about them is that they're true friends. They're people who you can call upon when you need help. And they're people who work together to get things done for Rockville, for Montgomery County, and for our state. And I want to extend a heartfelt thanks to all of our city appointeds, employees, and staff who have planned this inauguration. Thank you to the Board of Supervisors of Elections who have poured hundreds of hours to make today possible. Rockville was the first city in Maryland back in 2019 to pioneer vote by mail, and we continue to increase civic engagement thanks for your efforts. To my husband, George, my children, Andrew and Sydney, you are my inspiration. You are my rock and my heart. I wish my mother and father were alive today to see you grow and to be a part of this moment. I'm thankful that my family and to the many of folks in Rockville have become my family and friends. And all the volunteers, it takes a true village, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And to Mayor Newton, a class act, someone who wakes up every day thinking about how to make the city better, who cares deeply about every resident and stakeholder. I know that you've poured your heart and mind over the last 14 years, and I'm so thankful for the moment when you sparked this type of public service in me. To my current council colleagues, or just the last body, Councilmember Feinberg, Prashela, returning Dr. Miles, as well as Mayor Newton. Thank you for your many years of dedicated service to our great city. I don't think anyone realizes how many hours it takes and how much care goes into this work. Together, we have navigated a lot, and the city is better for it. We worked on COVID. We developed a comprehensive plan to help lay a foundational blueprint for every aspect of our city over the next 20 years. We created a Vision Zero action plan on pedestrian safety to make Rockville safer and more walkable and rollable. And we ushered in our very first climate action plan to put us on a path to sustainability. We've worked on efforts to make Rockville the best place to work, and recently approved a parental leave program and new personnel policies initiatives. We created an education commission, a youth commission, a community policing advisory board to support our community, to support strong schools and engagement with young people. We've also solved tax duplication to enhance public safety, transportation infrastructure, and also to support our fiscal strength. In addition, we've advanced initiatives and efforts to work on equity and inclusion. We've increased other sources of revenue through grants to support our goals, and we've increased focus on performance tracking. I want to acknowledge all of my elected colleagues who are rolling off the dais to say thank you. It is an honor to serve this vibrant and resilient community. My mother used to say, "Don't complain, fix," and that's what it takes. A community that stands for progress, inclusivity, and unity. I am filled with enthusiasm and determination to work collectively with all of you as we embark on a new chapter in the history of our beloved city. The history of this moment is not lost on me. Former Mayor Susan Hoffman walked us through about 163 years of history here in Rockville, and she did it fantastically. And her words are a reminder that we are all here in this room and across the city. We are the authors of history. When we think about the history of the land that we are near, a former plantation where enslaved people were forced to clear forest and create farmland and a family home. Today, we sang "Lift Every Voice and Sing." Today, we have turned back this land to the people to foster community and celebrate arts, history, and culture. Every year, we celebrate International Night on this very stage. And today, we also usher in a new and the most diverse mayor and council in Rockville history. My friends, change is possible. We need not fear it. Progress is within the spirit of all of us. I'm the type of person that plans out my life with great intention, as my husband would tell you. I never once considered being a politician. I still don't consider myself to be one. What I do care about is helping people, fixing and addressing issues, leading with vision and compassion, and looking ahead to create a city that we want to be in, that we want to work every day in, to make the very best for now and future generations. Dr. Maya Angelou once said, "I think a hero is any person really intent on making this place better for all people." The measure of a person's life is measured by the impact that they have on others. These words resonate deeply within me, as her wisdom encapsulates the vision we hold for Rockville. I believe that each one of us is capable of making a profound impact on the lives of others to create positive change and contribute it to the betterment of my community. I once met her before she passed away, and she is as fantastic as you would read about her. And as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The time is always right to do what's right." Rockville, we stand on the shoulders of numerous leaders who have shaped our world and our city. Now it is our collective turn, and today we stand before you to pledge our service, our talents, our hearts, and mind to make Rockville a model city in our county and our nation. In this moment, we bring forward renewed hope. We recognize the power of opportunity and the responsibility towards collaboration, civility, and innovation for all of us. We are very fortunate to have a great foundation to build upon. Rockville has been consistently voted as one of the best places to live, as we do say ourselves. We are the 12th safest suburb, thanks to RCPD. We're the 7th in arts and culture destination, 9th most diverse, and we received 100% on the Human Rights Campaign's Municipal Equality Index. It's in Rockville where scientists helped map the human genome, and some of the premier research scientists in the world develop groundbreaking research to advance our health. This region has produced outstanding innovation. However, we still have a lot of work to do. We are not immune to the impact that COVID and inflation has had on our economy, our collective mental health, our seniors, and our young people. As we navigate the challenges that lie ahead, let us also remember that in this interconnected world, every action we take, no matter how seemingly small, has the potential to make a significant impact. Each one of us holds the power to shape our community in meaningful ways, and together, we can create a city that becomes a beacon of hope and inspiration. As we unite and work together to make Rockville and Maryland a hub of innovation, we'll work with our partners, Rockville Economic Development, Inc., the Chamber of Commerce, to bring jobs, services, and innovation to Rockville. We'll look to economic development in new ways to be inclusive and vibrant so that all can reach their highest potential. We'll also work with all levels of government in our community to advance public safety initiatives with a comprehensive perspective, putting communities first, helping to address services that help to prevent crime, and support our police department to be its very best. We'll support smart, transit-oriented housing that considers affordability, but also quality. We'll build more inclusive approaches to community engagement. We will foster services that make a difference for our community, our children, our seniors. We'll ensure fiscal responsibility and resiliency and improve our environment and green spaces to make us a model city for sustainability. We will also foster high-quality schools and working with the county and MCPS. I know Senator Kagan will say, spell it out, Montgomery County Public Schools. And neighborhoods where all can thrive. Rockville has all the ingredients to be the best city in the country in which to live and work together. And now with my new colleagues, Kate Fulton, Barry Jackson, Dr. David Miles, Azola Shaw, Marissa Valeri, and Adam Van Grack, we will be one step closer. Each of my colleagues brings professionalism, expertise, and vision to put Rockville first, to inspire hope, innovation, collaboration, and opportunity for all. I ask each of you for your continued engagement and support We can't do this alone. Government can't do this alone. We need all sectors to come together. I know when we put our collective strengths together, we can stand and deliver results that make Rockville America's leading city to work, play, and live. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all who have entrusted this council with this remarkable responsibility and opportunity. As your mayor, I pledge to work tirelessly with integrity to strengthen our community, to foster inclusivity, and to ensure that every voice is heard and valued. Let us move forward together, hand in hand, embracing the diversity that makes our city so remarkable. Let us forge paths towards Rockville to become a shining example of unity, progress, and respect for one another. Thank you, and may we all be blessed on this shared journey.
I would like to introduce a special guest, Joyce Tian from Bell Elementary School, who is going to read 2 short poems on leadership.
Leadership. All great leaders have these 10 characteristics. 1, vision. 2, inspiration. 3, strategic and critical thinking skills. 4, interpersonal communications. 5, authenticity and self-awareness. 6, open-mindedness and creativity. 7, flexibility. 8, responsibility and dependability. 9, patience and tenacity. 10, continuous improvement. This is a poem about leadership. Awaken minds. Bring people together. Communicate effectively. Dare to take calculated risks. Enlighten and empower. Foster collaboration. Give you tools to succeed. Help you do for yourself. Invite and encourage questions, joyfully embrace diversity, keep an open mind, lead by example, motivate with respect, never give up on you, open doors to new world, put first things first, quest to make learning fun, recognize problems early, share roles and responsibilities, take time to explain things, unwrap talents and abilities, value everyone's input. Welcome mistakes as part of learning. Exceed expectations. Yearn to connect, not correct. Zest to make a difference. Miji Stewart. Dreams. All great leaders have dreams and visions that they must hold on to. This is a poem about dreams. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. Lansing Hughes.
Wow. So I look forward to seeing you either running for office in 15 to 20 years as a leader, or at a presidential inauguration as the poet. We will now have two wonderful people joining us to sing America the Beautiful, Nylia McGraw-Johnson and Mrs. Margaret Roan.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleamed, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Mrs. Margaret Roan happens to be Mayor Ashton's mother-in-law. This is an extraordinarily talented family. The benediction will be delivered by the Reverend Timothy P. Carr, Rector, Christ Episcopal Church in Rockville, and that will be followed by a benediction, so please stay standing after the Reverend Carr is completed.
Thank you.
Holy One, known by many names, the Spirit of life, the Spirit of love, the Spirit of community, the Spirit of justice. Today we ask your blessings on the people who have been called to lead our community in which we live and work and play. Help them as leaders to not ask first, how do we fix this, but what do we need to learn? How might we need to change, and to whom do we need to listen? Remind them, because all forget from time to time, especially in the noisiness of what passes for political debate today, that they are not only leaders but also servants, and that there is responsibility and ours to serve the common good of all. Remind them that everyone, gay, straight, transgender, black or white, Hispanic or Asian, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, Sikh or atheist, each is our neighbor, our sibling, and throughout the ages prophets, and have called the leaders of people to respect and protect the least of those among us, our children, the elderly, the poor, those who are hungry, those who have no homes, those who are ill in body, mind, or spirit, the strangers and the immigrants in our midst, those who live on the margins, and those who are alone. Simply, those who are forgotten. Grant them and us the wisdom and courage to know and do what is right and good and true. May they and we speak out when it is time to speak out, and listen patiently and receptively when it is time to listen. May they and we always be guided by the spirit of community, by the spirit of justice, and by the spirit of love. Amen.
I understand that since my earlier announcement, we have been joined by District 17 Delegate Joe Vogel. Joe, are you here? And newly appointed District 15 Delegate and another old dear friend of mine, Greg Wims. Where are you, Greg? Now joining us at the podium will be the Reverend Barry Moultrie, who will offer a special blessing to the mayor and council and will bless the food that is waiting in the lobby for you after this ceremony.
I left church early to come over here today, so Chief, lock the doors. I got them now. Congratulations to Mayor Ashton and this council. By way of blessing this team, I simply ask that God would give them uncommon courage, wisdom, strength, and humility to serve Him as they serve this city and the people of this city. God, I ask that you give them a heart big enough to feel the many heartbeats of the people and communities of Rockville. I ask, God, that you would give them ears clear enough to hear the many voices, languages, and pulses of the people of Rockville. I ask, God, that you would give them eyes sharp enough to see the faces, the colors, and the diversity of the people of Rockville. I ask, God, that you give them a mind strong enough to be thoughtful of all that they feel, hear, and see, that they might serve these your people, all the people of this city. God, I also ask that you would give them people in this city that would participate in government. Protect them, O God, strengthen them, and bless them to do your will. Now, dear God, we ask that you would bless this food prepared for the nourishment of our physical bodies. Bless the hands that prepared it, those who serve it, and even us as we enjoy it. We ask all of these things in your name, our Father and our Creator. Amen.
Our program concludes with the Rockville Police Color Guard retiring the colors. Is that not correct? No? Okay. Apparently they're retired. Immediately following the ceremony, the mayor and council invite you to join them for a reception in the theater lobby. Additionally, don't you leave yet, Rockville's cable channel, Rockville 11, will televise replays of today's program. It can also be accessed through video on demand. That link, along with the replay schedule of today's ceremony, can be found on the city's website. I also hope many of you can attend the first new mayor and council's meeting, because that's always a special time. Thank you, everyone who participated on this stage in today's program, and to all of you for attending and supporting democracy at the local level, the most important of all. Bless you and have a great Sunday.